Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about function notation as part of our discussion of the graphical technique to solve algebraic equations. Here, we see a linear expression written as a function. Anytime we use the notation f of x with parentheses, we call this function notation. This entire statement is read f of x equals 3 times quantity 2 minus x, n quantity. That's how we read this statement in English. The parentheses are read as of, and they delimit, they indicate that the variable x is input to this function. Inside the parentheses in function notation, we see the input. The entire expression on the right-hand side of this equal sign is called the output of this function. For each input that we choose, we can calculate a corresponding output. Earlier, I claimed that this particular function was linear, and if we remember, we had said linear functions come in the form f of x equals mx plus b, where the scalar m is called the slope and the b value is the second coordinate of the y-intercept. This is a review of beginning algebra concepts. This particular function is not directly in the form mx plus b, but we can do a little bit of algebraic work to change the form of this given function. If I distribute the multiplication over the subtraction, here I would have something like 3 times 2 minus 3 times x. We saw this in a previous video. 3 times 2 is 6, and this would be 3 times x. Here I have an equivalent expression or an equivalent form for that function. Either of these expressions will work, and in fact they will produce the same output value for any chosen input. Once again, function notation is the concept that we use f parentheses x, the thing that shows up inside the parentheses is called the input. Each input we choose will generate a corresponding output. In the next video, we'll take a look at how to use function notation to do function evaluation. See you there.